Welcome to the Power of Offense with Keith and Rodney. Today we got a hot one for y'all. Yes, we do. We're going to discuss this stand your ground law in the state of Georgia. Yes, there was a situation that happened over the Labor Day weekend in Atlanta where a man shot his rival and is claiming the infamous stand your ground law. So we're going to take a look at this, right? But before we do, I want to give a shout out to MTO News because MTO News published this first. So shout out to MTO News. And we're going to check out this video, y'all. So here we go. Fair use, fair use.
So, y'all do me a favor, man. We got a brother in the building. A young man, a very young man, celebrating his birthday tonight. He's been in Suno with us since day one, since this motherfucker opened. This gentleman sitting at the bar, Mr. Mars, is in his young 80s.
Damn. Man, hey. I mean, this isn't anything to laugh at, but damn, that happened really quickly. Now, Rodney, I'm gonna tell you what I see, right? Now, what I see is, it appears to me that the shooter, right, which is in black, was the aggressor. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because he lunged at the brother. He lunged at him. He was in his personal space.
Part again, like because right when you said he lunged, when he leaned towards them, that part is not real clear. So play that lunge part just so people can see the lunge, because whenever you lunge at someone, you know that could be an act of aggression and make someone else stand their ground. And then while he's standing his ground, he lost.
Exactly. All right, here we go.
Celebrating his birthday tonight. He's been in Suno with us since day one, since this motherfucker opened. This gentleman sitting at the bar, Mr. Mars, is in his young 80s.
All right, did you see it?
Yeah.
And see, I gotta throw this out there too, because to me, it's kind of suspect that the brother looked back at the camera. Now again, the shooter is gonna look back at the camera. I'm gonna stop it right there when he looked back.
Celebrating his birthday.
Right there.
So the video was an Instagram live. So who shot this video? Does he know that person right there? Because the person that's looking at the camera, if he's the shooter and he knows the person that's taking that video, he gonna have some legal issues.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And your ground is not gonna work. So it all depends on who shot that joint. If he's looking as if, yeah, you know what I'm saying, watch this. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what he's looking at. Because if you argue with somebody first, you don't turn your head from nobody, because that's how you get knocked all the way out.
Yeah, that's suspect. You know what I'm saying, right?
You know what I'm saying? So the mere fact that he's looking back into the camera, who's the cameraman? So if he has any type of affinity to this cameraman, that stand your ground gonna have some issues in court.
I agree 100%, man.
Like he been in Suno with us since day one, since this motherfucker opened. This gentleman sitting at the bar, Mr. Mars.
See, right there, he lunged it to him. Now, if it was me, I'm not being honest, but this is why I'll try to get any type of physical altercations with no one, man, because I'd have swung on his ass too if he would have leaned into me like that.
But anybody where there's a couple of street rules that both of these guys violating, but whenever he backed up, it sounded like the dude in the black was telling him to sit down. The dude in the white side, I ain't sitting down nowhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was telling him, and then he got close to him, like a little too close. They was already too close, because whenever you have your arms spread apart and you like do a complete circle, that's your sacred space. Right. So if anybody violate my sacred space on an argument tip, they're gonna get stowed way quicker than that. But they had already breached that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they was already too close to each other anyway. So but the fact that he got extra close is kind of tricky with it.
It is. And then the shooter, right? I'm like, the shooter didn't even look like he tried to defend himself with his hands at all. It didn't even look like he tried to shield any of the punches, man. He already knew he was going to draw down on him and shoot him. I'm telling you, man, this whole joint is suspect.
That's probably why he's carrying the gun. That's why
and why he looking at the camera.
Yeah, they're carrying the guns and having the Second Amendment right to protect yourself is one thing, but people carrying guns and with attitude. You know what I'm saying? One, it is almost like liquor, because it gives you a courage that you normally wouldn't have for the most part. And two, this is a stressful situation that we're going through, like the whole world. You know what I'm saying? With the pandemic, motherfuckers broke. You know what I'm saying? And people are rough, so therefore you're already on edge. Yeah. So with all that stuff in play, absolutely, I'm not surprised at this.
Right. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That was like some 80s shit back in the 80s. People used to go like that down to RSVP.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People get to arguing, like shoot. Where the dude got shot right there in the club. Everybody drinking. He's shooting in that joint, man. They crazy. So yeah, you're gonna have to what you call it? You're gonna have to get a new spot, close that joint down, because that joint tainted. You know what I'm saying? I was a fool back in the day, going back to places watching people getting shot up, shit like that. But I would never do that joint now. I don't go nowhere anyway. But yeah, that joint crazy.
Agreed.
Young 80s.
Damn, man, that brother took the bait, man. He took the bait. Man, looked like he baited him in. And I actually put up a case law, man. I actually went to cover this because I wanted to point this out. Because, you know, here at the Power of Offense, we entertain you all with legal commentary from a layman's point of view. So we always want to take things back to what the law says. So I pulled up a case, and the case is Brunson versus State, and this is from Georgia Supreme Court, 2013. And we're not going to read the whole case. I actually have it highlighted what I wanted to read because I wanted to point this out because this is important. It says our statute on the use of force in defense of self provides that a person, so they talking about the stand your ground statute, y'all. It said it's justified, a person is justified in using force which is intended or likely to cause death or great bodily harm only if he or she reasonably believes that such force is necessary to prevent death or great bodily injury to himself or herself or a third person. Now that statute right there is the stand your ground law in the state of Georgia. It says a person is not justified in using force when he is the aggressor or provokes the use of force against himself. And then it goes on to say defendant cannot claim self-defense when he created the situation making it necessary for the victim to defend herself. So to me, what I saw, you know what I'm saying, right? What I saw, I don't really see where the stand your ground defense, right, is going to work for the shooter. In this particular case, I don't. What's your thoughts, Rodney?
Yeah, I agree whenever, but or provokes the use of force against. See, we don't
know what led up to it.
Yeah, they're gonna go bits and pieces behind that because at the last time when the dude got way too close from him, the dude backed up. The dude in the white backed up and then swung. So he was like defending himself and got killed for doing so. So this is based on that, kind of like regardless of what started the whole incident, he gonna have an issue using this this statute in order to say, because if any attorney half as sharp as, you know what I'm saying, this sharp, they gonna realize that the dude looked at it. They gonna say, well, who took the video? You know, they gonna do all that, you know, because they way sharper than us in law and prosecution, shit like that. So we pick it up, you know damn well they gonna pick it up. So exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's my point. Why'd you go back and look? You know, they're gonna ask. That's the question you ask. Why'd you go back and who's holding the camera? Get them on that joint. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he gonna have some issues, but he just got a little. Now he backed up. See, that's why another reason why he gonna lose, because he had backed up from the dude.
Yeah.
He backed up and then came forward again. Not like he lunged, but he was more like a provocation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He
provoked it. Yeah, he provoked.
Yeah.
The actual contact.
I think you were right as far he had it in his mind that he was gonna smash that dude if the dude got out. So he was trying to. Yeah, I guess he was trying. They can make the argument that he tried to bait him in.
Yeah.
You know, but the fact that you all in somebody's face, you don't know, but the dude in the white gotta know he's in one of those first of all, you have to know that you're in one of those states.
Hey, Rodney. I ain't played around in those states.
Georgia.
Yeah.
Georgia, they walk around with the gun. My sister and them do it. They're members of a gun club. My sister and her husband, they walk around with guns and shit. These motherfuckers are crazy. But the gun club got some of the best food, better any restaurant, high restaurant inside it. So my point is, they're serious about them guns, and everybody they don't conceal it. So if his joint was concealed, or was it, or did the dude in the white see the gun? You know, that's a whole nother issue, because if you have a gun in the club, people got to be able to see it.
Right.
So if you see a motherfucker with a gun, you know what I'm saying, and you still argue with him, you know, you almost contributed to his negligence. You know
That's
how
true.
because so was the gun visible? That's why I thought he had it in his left hand, and he might have switched it. You know what I'm saying? But was the gun visible? It got to be visible. It can't be
concealed.
Yeah.
See, I didn't see it. To me, the gun seemed like it was concealed. I could be wrong, and I'm curious, like, what led up to it. That's why I'm like, man, we definitely got to follow this case, man. We do.
Yeah.
And I'm even curious, right? This is another thing too, right? I'm even curious to what the lead attorney thinks about this case, because the lead attorney is actually in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So any of you all, right? Any of our subscribers, man, please forward our video to the lead attorney, right? Because I'm curious what was his thoughts when he see this, since he's skilled at law. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. I want to see if he can use the family law that he knows. Well, all you do is based on the facts. But once you see the facts, he'll be able to put something together. So that'll be high.
Yeah. You're right. And he got access to all the case law, same case law we have access to.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know?
In other words, who started it? Who initiated contact?
Indeed.
So,
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I think the dude, if he used to stand your ground, I think he won't easily lose, but the attorney on the other side will prime. You know, I think a first-year law student could probably prime. You know what I'm saying? If he just went through a couple classes, I think some, you know what I'm saying, because there's just too many questions, open-ended questions, get him on the stand, he done. So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because I didn't see any great bodily harm that was being delivered. In my opinion, he could have thrown them hands too.
Yeah.
He didn't want to throw them hands. He wanted to shoot.
Yeah. They said, how do they define great bodily harm?
Great bodily harm means bodily injury which involves a substantial risk of death, unconsciousness, extreme physical pain, protracted and obvious disfigurement, protracted loss or impairment of the function of a bodily member, organ, or mental faculty.
Yeah, so a person punching on you can't cause that. They can cause extreme physical pain. They can knock you out. They can obvious disfigurement is a swollen lip, but that's a disfigurement.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? A bloody nose, a black eye, that's the obvious disfigurement, depending on what's disfigurement. If your lip is disfigured, is that joint swollen? Right. Yeah, so we'll see how that joint go, but I got the dude going to prison.
I got him going to prison too, Rodney. I do. Yeah. To me, man, he was better off swinging them hands, man. Like, I think he would have had a better opportunity if he would at least tried to block those punches, maybe even thrown a few. And if he couldn't fight dude off. You know, let's say dude was just overpowering, and then he pulled it out and popped his ass. I think he would have had a better opportunity using the stand.
Or just left his gun at home, and he wouldn't have had the courage to even jump out there. He would have left that gun alone. So he or leave, you know, leave that mental courage at that iron courage at home. You know, an old guy told me many years ago. He say, this when I stopped carrying the guns. This was like in the 80s, unless you need it. He said, you can have all the guns you want on you. Somebody run down on you, you gonna roll up out of here. He said, your gun is your mind. And this was a big time drug dealer, old dude. He was like, you don't need a gun. All you use is your mind. Now you got it. It's good to have them in case you need them. You know what I'm saying? But just to carry around every day, all you're doing is asking for problems. And that's all that happened to him. You don't need to carry a gun for what? Right. Don't go someplace if you think if you need a goddamn gun. If you need a gun to go out the house, stay in the house. Right. You know, that's the bottom line. If you don't know how to conduct yourself and deal with, you know what I'm saying, stay in the fucking house till you know how to behave. You know what I'm saying? Because go outside every day, you need your gun, shit like that for what? I don't see it. But yeah, we'll see how it play out.
Yeah, I agree. All y'all, please leave us a comment in the comment section. Let us know y'all thoughts. Who was the aggressor to y'all? Let us know.
These are the facts. These are the
Right.
facts that we know of. So if there any more facts to be presented, let's see where where it go.
Exactly. And please share, like, and subscribe. And we'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
Peace.